I saw this video about not specifically the coronavirus, but just more specifically about like diseases in China, which obviously the coronavirus started in China.
They have a lot of diseases there too.
Before we get to the conspiracies, we'll talk about like what legitimately probably happened to start the coronavirus. And that is, for the most part, do you know what a wet market is?
Oh, a wet market, like what? Like in a picture? Is that what you're talking?
No, not a watermark. A wet market.
Oh, and that's where they have all the live animals and stuff,
Right.
isn't it? In the cages and everything.
Mm-hmm. So what they're thinking is that the wet markets are to blame, because apparently I don't know if it's like Wuhan where coronavirus started. I don't know if it's where the most wet markets are or just where some of the biggest wet markets are. But basically, the wet markets, they have just like, it's just a market for live animals. So these people will have like just cages and cages of animals just piled on top of each other, and all in tight spaces, all with tons of humans in tight spaces. So it's all just like a perfect breeding ground for bacteria. Like because they said that like the main way that a lot of these viruses like mutate and stuff is like a chicken gets it, and then like it gives it to a pig, and then like a whatever else gets it, and then it gives it to something else, and then like it mutates between each animal, and then eventually a human gets it, and then it mutates again or whatever. So these wet markets are like the perfect place for that to happen, because you have like, say like 6 animals stacked on top of each other. You might have like a chicken, and then a pig, and then a cow, or like whatever. So then if like
I hope the cow's on the bottom.
So like if the animal on top gives it to the one below it, and then it just goes down the line, and then eventually the human
cook it, eat it, and get it.
Well, if you cook it, I don't think you get it. But so like the person handling the animals ends up touching the one on the bottom, which ends up having the mutated form of the virus, and then they get it, and then of course, like with the coronavirus, I think you can go like 7 days, like up to 7 or 14 days or something and you can like carry it but not show any symptoms. So then that person could spread it to however many other people in that time frame and give it to them, and then they have another 5 or 7 days or whatever to spread it to other people without them knowing, and that's kind of how these whole things get started. So that's that's more than likely what legitimately happened and how it actually got started, but that's not any fun.